I might be able to determine how it operates. What I want to do while we're in here is set my crew to passive. That way when we get close enough to the Borg, we won't attack. It's like in the second episode of The Best of Both Worlds. Ah, that's what he wanted to scan. This is definitely a transport device, Captain, but it's set to a specific location in the lower decks. I don't believe that this is where the Undine would be held. However, our readings show that this device somewhere in this area should get us where we need to go. We just need to find it. Sir, mission logs from the other Starfleet ships have reported that when the Borg are on their own vessels, they do not see most humanoids as a threat, and will only enter combat in their own defense or if a vital component of the ship is threatened. The drones here appear to be acting the same way. If we don't engage them, perhaps we can do what we need to do here without having to fight the Borg. Yes, like I said, that's why I wanted to set my deal to passive, and I need to check my map. Also, I updated my bunker fabrication. My bunker fabrication is now bunker fabrication 9, I think. Okay, we can't go in there, and I don't see one of those devices that we need to scan here, so let's just move on. Check my map again. Ah, there's one in the, there is one in the distance, though. And... no, I don't think there's one in here, so let's just move on. We don't want to mess with the Borg here. At least not yet, anyways. While the internal transporters can be configured to go anywhere inside the cube, the ones on this vessel appear to be one-way only. This device transports drones from other places to the ship to this location. Woohoo. Yeah, we don't want to mess with that. Okay, no deal. Let me check my map. That's the one we just scanned. The location that this transporter is set to has lethal levels of polaron radiation. We would be killed almost instantly. So we do not want to use that one. I don't believe there's any of those transporters in here. Check my map. Okay, there's one over here. This device is set to intake only. We cannot use it to transport. Right, is there... ah, there is a deal in here. The location this transporter is set to has lethal levels of polaron radiation. We would be killed almost instantly. Okay. Yeah, I scanned that one already. Let's check in here. Whoa. Just run past those Borg there. The location this transporter is set will be lethal levels of polaron radiation, so no, that's not it either. Are they still waiting for me at the entrance there? Yes, they are. Let's just rush right past these Borg. Okay, what about in here? Ah, there's a deal right here. This is the correct device, sir. It should transport us to the corridor outside the assimilation chamber. Okay, so let's activate it then. I'm getting some more readings from my tricorder now. One moment. Captain, I'm picking up a large room ahead with multiple Borg drones and... Sir, these readings can't be right. From what I'm reading, assimilated Undine. But I thought that was impossible. Captain, the Borg have already begun the process of assimilating the Undine. We need to destroy their research stations and put a stop to this immediately. So how exactly do we destroy their research stations? Ouch. Captain, these stations are feeding data into the ship's vernaculum about the Undine. The Borg will use that data to develop foolproof assimilation protocols that will be able to adapt effortlessly to Undine physiology. We have to destroy the research stations, but there is a problem. The Borg are unaffected by some types of radiation, so they do not shield their technology. We are. We are what? These devices are barely holding back a lethal level of radiation. Just standing close to one of them will affect us. I recommend you keep your distance. Because of the radiation, we simply can't use our weapons on the devices. There's enough of them in this room to create a chain reaction that will destroy a cube and everything within 4,700 kilometers, including the USS Luna. The safest course of action will be to find a way to lower the force field protecting the vernaculum, and then use a set up a time-delayed override sequence. That would give us enough time to transport back to the Luna and move to a safe distance. I'm not picking up control devices for the force field in this area. The Borg may use internal components to manipulate the field. If we can disable and examine enough Borg, I should be able to download their control codes into my tricorder and use it to disable the force field. Alright, what we want to do is back up. And now, I want to set my deal to attack normally.
Enemy targets on sensor. Personal shield losing power.
Alright. modulate my deal here. And yeah, just gotta start laying waste to the. Just gotta start laying waste to all the Borg you see. Oh, you're getting all too close to incapacitating.
Personal shield losing power.
Oops, he got out of range of my cane there.
Enemy combatants in close proximity.
Alright, I vaporized that one. Also, let me grab this. If you scan all of these Undine, these partially assimilated Undine. Okay, what are you guys doing? What was I saying? Oh yeah, if you scan all these partially assimilated Undine, you get a deal for it. Not exactly what I'd call the best plan, though. Having to put yourself in harm's way just to be able to get a code. But that's what they have to do. Modulate here. All right. I think they've adapted to that weapon.
Personal shield losing power.
Borg drone, heavy tactical drone.
Shield losing power.
Okay, he's behind this shield, isn't he? Your efforts are meaningless. You are meaningless. Resistance is futile.